just wanted to talk a little bit about the idea of a common, where the name Stuttering Commons came from, and how the common is, I think, connected in some interesting ways to both stuttering and also to the idea of a clearing. So, in the typical way of thinking about it, a common usually refers to two things at once. In the first place, it refers to a shared area of land or water that involves shared resources that everyone has equal access to. Okay. And then on top of that, a common refers to all the collective practices and shared knowledges that govern a community in order to keep on sharing the resource in an ongoing and equal way. So, for example, a community might hold in common a body of water, an agricultural field, or computer code, and each refers in the most basic way to the shared resource, but more fully to the community's ways of organizing itself to care both for the resource in an ongoing and sustainable way, but also to care for the community in an equal and ongoing way too, right? Where each person has equal access to the resource, has equal access to knowledge about the resource, and also has access to decisions about how the resource is used. And the biggest danger for a common is always enclosure, or putting up fences that claim ownership over shared territory and kick most of the people out. This could be literal fences that enclose a space. This could be copyrights. This could be paywalls or other ways of making enclosures within what ought to be a common space. So in this regard, this is the whole point of Stuttering Commons in a way, is to resist these enclosures and to make critical knowledge about dysfluency accessible. Knowledge about us is not common, but it should be common, and it shouldn't be hidden by experts or behind paywalls. Knowledge about us should be for us, right? And then in addition to this connection, we can also notice that while enclosure is a place of control, where they build guardhouses and fences and toll booths that impose a certain order upon a space, a common shares much instead with the idea of a clearing. A clearing, Jerome reminds us, is a site of potential assembly, a place opened by dysfluency where gathering happens, but not according to the dominant rules of fluency that are based upon hierarchy and individual ownership. Instead, within a clearing, we temporarily hold in common each other's voices and the meaning of those voices in a very real way. Together in the clearing, we access and tend to a deeper register of communication, one that's always at threat of enclosure and privatization.